The rally continues. It is continuing as Bitcoin continues to close on actually new highs for this year. And the topic of today is actually going to be looking at the total market cap and total 3 market cap as well, because the overall crypto market is supporting this, which is indicative of the overall philosophy that we've been having for the past, I would say, month and a half to 2 months now, that we are seeing rotations, which is generally speaking a good sign for the overall market strength, over the long term. Of course, it's going to be ebbs and flows as natural, but over the long term, yeah, okay, not bad. We haven't seen this since, I don't know, maybe the last market cycle. Anyways, other than that, I want to welcome you back to the Krown Crypto channel. It's a very special day as well, because I'm going to be putting the HPDR bundle live relatively soon here, which I'm really, really excited about. So all of the indicators that you've been seeing me use in that HPDR bundle, well, they're available soon, probably in like a few hours. All right, sweet. Let's start it off right over here with the chart view on total 3, which is basically all the shit coins minus Bitcoin and Ethereum, and in the dollar derivatives, and a few things of great interest here. So first and foremost, we do see the second consecutive closure above that white moving average, which is a 200 simple. Long term, that is generally speaking a good thing, as we haven't seen that for quite some time, basically since May, actually, since the last rally, before the summer period began, was rejected. Even more important than that, not Bitcoin, but the total 3 market cap is also closed on new highs. So we are seeing a reversal literally in progress as of right now, as there are, what do you know, higher highs and higher lows. Low, high, higher low, higher low, higher high. It closed on new highs, so it must be a new high. It must be a higher high. Also, of significant interest right here, we do see that this, sort of potential descending triangle right here, which typically a bearish formation. I'm not a big pattern guy to begin with, but it was kind of in there, has been also broken to the upside, which is technically speaking the less likely thing to happen when you do see these sort of descending patterns. But it would have an implied move actually long term, not today, not tomorrow, not even this month, but long term, somewhere around this 500 billion marker, nice round even number, which is actually in alignment with the 382 fib from the ultimate high to the ultimate low of this current cycle thus far. So, a lot of good confluences within there. And to top that all off, we do see that weekly volatility starting to rise after being at the lowest levels for the longest it's really ever seen, basically since the last market cycle got started in 2019, from March to the next year, basically, in this consolidation over here. I'll just kind of circle it as far as price action goes. So similar in nature to what we're seeing over here as far as volatility goes in that regime. So long term, the old saying I think does still hold weight, in that never short, or don't short a dull market, don't sell a dull market short is what it is. Anyways, again, doesn't mean that there's going to be ebbs and flows here. Of course, short-term downside moves are completely fine, but especially as long as this one is closing above the white 200 simple, which is currently at about 400 billion even. Yeah, the reversal is real, and I would be looking for this one to continue sideways and up in the coming months. Speaking of months, I should go here to the monthly time frame, and what do we see? We do see, several things of significant interest. First and foremost would be the monthly is doing something that it hasn't done basically since May of 2022, where this whole nastiness started, and that is it's going to have a chance at the end of this month, which is coming in 10 days and 18 hours, to close above that yellow 21 exponential moving average, which is significant. That's actually where the last market cycle did begin as well. And we do see that the monthly RSI still playing out that hidden bullish divergence, and also the monthly RSI going to have its first chance to get above even the neutral read at 50 right there, as it does also get and maintain above the exponential on this here too. So ultimately, long term, that is again going to be a good sign. Again, all this coming on extreme low volatility, these are where reversals on the macro scale do happen. So, and even the monthly jewel actually is getting a continuation signal here now that I recognize it's supported by DMI. So again, assuming that things close here or higher, basically above 400 billion by the end of November in 10 days. Yeah, this is looking. It's looking like it wants more. It's looking like the reversal is real, and it's looking like the next major area of interest, probably somewhere around 500 billion, or half a trillion. So significant, I would say. What does that all mean? It means that the general altcoin rally likely continues, and just probably the general crypto rally continues as well over the long period of time. Again, there will be ebbs and flows, but here's the thing. Just because altcoins go up doesn't necessarily mean that they will outpace Bitcoin. So if you're looking at altcoin Bitcoin pairings, this is not to say that those will be going up as well. In fact, as we've gone over, there are some serious concerns with that, especially as Bitcoin dominance still remains kind of pretty staunch above that 52% region. We did not get the confirmations for a reversal just yet. As of right now, it is actually still long-term bullish, to be fair. So with that in mind, that is a consideration to be making, because this is, in my opinion, an altcoin picker's market, meaning that some altcoins are going to do really, really well, massively outperform. Most are going to underperform Bitcoin. So Bitcoin would be, just a better play in comparison to those things, despite both of them going up versus the US dollar. It's a rate of change issue here, not just like a blind number. I mean, it's kind of hard to go wrong, I guess, but you can always go wrong. That's the thing. All right. Now that we've gotten through that, let's go into our next chart. Let's see. Yeah, the monthly for the Stochastic Oscillator, I just wanted to point out, is also leaving the bearish control zone potentially at the end of this month, assuming that things remain above 300 billion, not even 400 billion, but 300 billion, as my voice cracks there. Which would be, again, significant as volatility starts to rise, basically for the first time in quite some time. So, this is really having the markings and makings of a macro reversal that is literally kind of just getting started as of right now. Again, there will be ebbs and flows. There will be downside moves. Absolutely. We're looking at very high-term timeframes here, but long-term, yeah, the reversal is real. It very much looks like, again, if I wanted to be super conservative, I'd say wait for the end of this month's closure. But that's a decision for you to be making, of course. If this is even relevant at all, who knows? Anyways, what else do I want to get into? We're 7 minutes into this video. Should we just go to Bitcoin now? Should we just look at some Bitcoin action? Yeah, might as well. Bitcoin starts off the week on a little bit of a rally, actually, on Sunday, closing at 37,379, reclaiming actually the median here. So the median now moves down a little bit. Where exactly is it? It's 36,700. For the current period, and the current range is showing a low side of 35,100 to a top side of about 38,600. So this is once again having this is once again having a more bullish twist to it in the more immediate future. So I could very well be wrong about Bitcoin ending the month sideways here, and it might actually try one more move up towards 38.5, 38.6 region. Definitely possible, maybe even $39,000. I'm still a little bit on edge about this current rally, to be fair, but if we go down here to a lower term time frame, the 4 hour, are we getting some sort of signals of a breakout? Volatility rising, closing above the 50% range, and HPDR positive as well. I mean, kind of hard to hate that, I guess, but what does CME say? CME is a little bit more neutral here, and CME is typically more right on a Monday, so I'd probably default to that one. Let's check out what the daily looks like on this one too. And the daily actually never even lost the median. Yeah, that's why CME is so powerful. Probably does come back down to fill the gap, which is actually just exactly at the median. But top side of the bands right now is, or the 50% bands, I should say, is 39,300. So perhaps there is one more try around there. I mean, that would be pretty damn strong if this one just flags out and up. Very likely we'd see, in the mid 40s in December if that happens. But personally speaking, Seems like a lot right now. Seems like a lot, but hey, that's really all that I'm getting from this. So fair enough. Perhaps that's a good place to be ending on this particular video. Let's see what oscillators look like right here. Yeah, even the HPDR had a nice reset on CME. Okay. Fair enough. There is a very easy trade here, though. If Bitcoin on CME does take out Friday's low, which is 35,945, at that point I would be looking for a move on CME somewhere down around about 34,800. On spot price action, that probably correlates to 34,500. Looking a little bit less likely now, to be fair, but I suppose that would be my criteria for that. But ultimately, right now, still favors the Boo laws, which is rather interesting. I mean, it's not necessarily rather interesting. It's just strong, I suppose. Feels wrong to me, though. It feels wrong. But then again, my feelings, they are nothing to be going off of anyways, because feelings are fleeting and emotional as they naturally are. And well, typically lead you astray. So fair enough. Anyways, this indicator, as well as the cones, which is actually a predictive function kind of showing what the ranges may look like over time. And of course, the HPDRO and HPDRV, those are going to be on sale officially later today when I put them live. I might actually time it exactly with the release of this video. Perhaps that might be the smarter way of doing it. You know what? I'm going to do that. Maybe that's the best. Maybe that's the best way of doing it to avoid confusion. So yeah, we will end things right there, and we'll come back at it tomorrow. And yeah, with that said, I want to wish you the best as always. Take care, much love, and see you hopefully Tuesday.